This is just me starting up the second video. This is a spray can. Now, we're not finding much here, so that tells me I think someone has been here. We're not finding food and everything, and we're only finding a hacksaw. I mean, someone was here and they didn't need a shotgun cut down, so we got to be careful. Because it was before we got here, because the guys we were with did not beat me here, looted, and then run off. That's just impossible. So, this being all looted like it is, does not bode well. We can check out here. Now, remember to check out here on this back part here, because it can have backpacks and stuff. Now, the hotels don't have stuff in them yet. They haven't gotten their loot tables really right. So you'll see them spawning with stuff in them eventually. You might find a few things in here, but it's just, you know, those could have been stuff that I found that was dropped by somebody. So I don't really bother with them yet. There is another grocery store up here, but I know those guys are running towards it, so we're going to run down here to see if we can't find something. I know where a police station type thing is. Now we're getting a little lag. Now, this could be ooh, zombie. Someone has been down this way. You can hear him. He's going to run after me. But this is what DayZ's core thing is here, is the survival. You're just always looking to better your situation. And that's in any survival situation. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to always look at to better your situation, whether it be better clothing, whether it be better food, better containers for water, better shelter, you know, everything. You're going to look to better your situation, whether that be pack ratting like me. I pack rat a ton of supplies of food, water, medical, and everything, just in case. And I focus less on weapons and stuff unless I'm saving weapons for my friends. So you really, in any survival situation, I can't stress that that's a key. You know, in any like apocalyptic situation, you'd always be looking to better your situation through, you know, whether it's having fun, like if you found a board game that you really loved, that is even better in your situation. I know some people say you don't need that kind of fluff. I carry dice and a deck of cards in my survival pack because that would boost my morale a lot. Oh, you can see here handcuffs. Now, I don't take handcuffs. It's just I'm not going to cuff someone up. But you can take those if you have a key, a handcuff key, and you can cuff people up and, you know, tell them to get moving. Oh, we found pristine working gloves. Ta-da. You'd be surprised. I also carry a pair of gloves usually in my survival pack, because sometimes when you're skinning animals or anything like that, or you're doing things, you might want gloves. Dealing with stinging nettle, if you were dire and needed to eat that, you might deal with that. Here, sometimes you're going to have to crouch to get a viewpoint of some of these. I think I might be lagging out. Let me check this. To check your own ping, you go here, and you have to select your name. You press P, and you can see all the people in the server. And you can check your ping, your bandwidth, desync. We'll crouch here, because I'm not getting these to come up. Let's see. Ooh, soda pop. Now we have all this. Now I'm going to throw my battery out, because we don't need the battery now. We're not worrying about dark. Most servers don't run nighttime yet, so we can throw this flashlight and that down. And when the servers start doing dark and you will have to experience dark, you're going to want to have that flashlight. Now we're going to take a drink real quick. To do that, you're just going to, like I did there, you're going to right click it and click drink. You can inspect it, and it allows you to do this. You can see the total 150. Hey, that's nice. I'm pretty sure it's 150 calories per can of soda, so that's pretty nice. And we're trying to get hit by a zombie, and see, I immediately started running. When I felt him, I just run. It's instinct now built into me to run. Ooh, defibrillator. Now this brings you back, if you have a defibrillator and you put a battery in it, it has an electrical charge, and when, say, one of your friends get knocked to concussion, down, and they are unconscious, you can get them up with a defibrillator. You can zap them and they'll come up. Now the zombies, I think, are trapped downstairs right now, so we're not going to worry about that. We're going to keep looting. There's a shovel. I can dig it, but I'll take and see. Well, let's see what it is. Let's see if it's pristine. Yep, it's pristine. So we'll switch out the pipe wrench with a shovel. Your melee weapon can go on your back like that. And for that, we're going to put this down in our one slot, our one hotkey, because that's where I keep my melee weapons usually, if I do not have a gun. Here we're going to see a... Ooh, this is a raincoat, I bet. Yeah, an orange raincoat, and you can raincoat, and you can see by the stuff on it that it's damaged a little bit. So, but we're going to put this on over our normal clothing, and just like that, I drag it onto me, and it puts it on, and ta-da! We have 4 extra slots. And what I suggest doing with this is tearing it into rags and putting it in your pack. Now, when you start to bleed, you're going to want those. Ooh, did you see that? It's a hat. Now, instead of this bandana, I would want this. Now, sometimes you're going to have to target it. See, it won't come up on my vicinity, so we're going to have to target it. A Majovka cap? Take Majovka cap. Now our ears were warm. And I would suggest in a survival situation that you take this bandana as well, because bandanas can be used for so many things. But we're in a temperate climate here where it does get cold, and it looks very fallish out by the trees. It looks like it's fallout. And fallout. It looks like it's fall, so you would be a little bit cold at night. So I would suggest taking the cap that would keep you more warm. I wanted to show you here that you'll find fruit, and this rotten fruit here. Now, you don't want to eat rotten fruit unless you're in probably the most dire of situations, because it can make you sick. Under no circumstances do I suggest eating it unless you're in that kind of desperate situation. Now, up here, sometimes you can find a gun. That it's looted scares me a little bit. Someone could have looted that, a rifle or anything from here and be using it now. I usually find the guns up in this, right here, this area, and they're usually behind the door on that shelf. And you can find some stuff here. Ooh, what's that? That's a gun mod, isn't it? Yes. This is a scope for a Mosin. We're going to collect that and keep it for now. Ooh! Oh, hey. Howdy. We're going to collect that and keep that Mosin scope just in case we find a Mosin. Now, here we met someone. Can you hold up a second? This is a female model. I'm teaching some of my fans asked me to do a YouTube thing. Howdy. Now, this is a female model. You can tell that they get the same stuff we do. There's no real advantage other than sometimes guys will look at a female model and not want to shoot them. So, and this is a realistic and survival situation too. In a realistic survival situation, some people might have a heart and say, "Oh, I don't want to shoot a woman," because they have that whole, "Oh, I can't hit a woman" type gentlemanly thing going on, and people will look at a woman as less of a threat. But that's what gets you caught in. The looks department can get you in trouble, and it's a two-way street. If some less savory characters see a woman in a survival situation, they might want to kill her, and let's be honest, do bad things to her. So in any kind of survival situation for me, if there's an apocalyptic situation, I would suggest every woman that I know, and if a guy looks kind of girly or effeminate, I would tell them to dress like a dude, a burly, surly dude, because the more intimidating you look, the more dude-like you look, the less people are going to mess with you physically. And just for me, you can see he took off the clothes, and you can see that underneath. That's what they look like underneath. So you can think about that before you pick your character. I always pick, the guy character because I like looking like myself. So you can see them going up a ladder. To go up a ladder, you're just going to go to the ladder, and you'll get that there, and you can mouse wheel to see it says climb up ladder, or you can just press your use key on it, and you can climb. And it's going to give you this. Now, you're very slow climbing up ladders, and you're very weak, I'll say. You're susceptible to someone shooting you in the back because you're slow. And right here, you're going to just go up to it and press your use key again, and you can go down it. Now, I should have mentioned this earlier. To talk on the mic, you'll see my mic key up there. To talk all the time in direct chat, you're going to want to double tap your caps lock key. To only talk some of the time, you just hold down the caps lock key. But I keep my caps lock key on so I can talk to people. Oh, by the way, if you want to see the video that's being filmed for this is a beginner's guide, you can go to Barbarian Bear on YouTube. It's mainly just to help people and promote the game, and promote games to people, and how to play and stuff so they don't get scammed or die or not have fun with it.
Hi, interweb.
And as you can see, we've run across a lot of nice people. This really normally doesn't happen. You can ask this person here. Usually they kill you on sight. I stress this a lot because it's so important. I don't want you guys to get into the game and get the bad experience of someone killing you and griefing you over and over again, because they will. Don't think anyone has a heart in this. With any game you're going to have exploiters, but a lot of times in this, those exploiters can kill you. So it really sucks. Thanks for watching, and remember to join me in the next video. And as always, take care, be safe, and be cool to each other.